Hello, this is our ENR Agriculture Presentation. We are landowners that own 200 acres of wooded area. We are approached by a specialized agroforestry service company. The service company offers a contract to use our property for exchange of payment. We need to consider the terms of agroforestry and the offer at hand to develop our plan.
Our question is, do we want to introduce agroforestry into our land? We need to know the pros and the cons before we accept this offer. Agroforestry is when you introduce trees and shrubs into cropland and farm area, and so they can both benefit each other.
The pros of agroforestry are, when managed well, trees have a great capacity of maintaining soil fertility by building up organic matter and mediating nutrient cycling. More than 900 million hectares of land worldwide are infertile because of high soil salinity. But in agrofarming setups, trees can restore and keep salinity levels in check. Incorporating trees into the food production system is, and in many cases, the best strategy we can choose from to ensure soils have optimum soil moisture. Trees promote water retention of soils, allowing crops to have a better access to the water. Roots from the trees also help keep the soils in place. Agroforestry helps minimize the need for synthetic fertilizers, which reduces the concentration of chemicals in agricultural runoff and prevents environmental pollution. In most agricultural productions, many native species are driven out and forced to find new habitat. Agroforestry practices provide shelter and food for these species.
Better water management. This provides optimum soil moisture, which is a variable controlling the exchange of water and heat between land surface and the atmosphere. It helps farmers with no irrigation, promotes water retention, which is a good thing. The trees absorb the extra nutrients, and then it slows off runoff, which may pick up fertilizer, oil, and other pollutants that gets in the streams, rivers, or oceans. And the farmers are less dependent on rain-fed agriculture.
One of the beneficial factors of agroforestry is the improvement of wildlife and pollinator habitat. It provides shelter and foods to species. It supports free movement of animals, and it provides rest for migratory animals when they're traveling during the winter.
So I actually own goats, and they will eat the honeysuckle, which is an invasive plant, and leaves on the ground, so it provides food, and the goats get rid of invasive plants, so that's another benefit. The cons of this are that it's a labor-intensive system, and there's a long wait time for crops. There's limited market opportunities, lack of legal support, and competition for resources. And it also is a habitat for invasive species and can be a host to pests.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the environmental impacts. Through water removal, established trees can substantially reduce water logging in the immediate area, which may result in improved land uses like pasture and crop growth. It improves the diversity of fruit and nut trees in orchards, and the windbreaks improve income by increasing crop yields and protect livestock from heat and cold stress. Combining trees with livestock provides shade and shelter for livestock while benefiting forage production, and the forest canopy, roots, and leaf litter all help control soil erosion.
Our plan is to do a silvopasture, which is integrating trees, forage, and grazing of animals in a beneficial way. Some of our short-term goals are to provide shade and shelter for livestock and benefit forage production, which are just plants eaten by the livestock. Some long-term goals are to diversitize the operation, add more trees and animals and plants, and bring extra income from timber. Our final decision is that we will sign the contract, but we will only start with 50% of our land and expand by 10% each year. And these are our resources.